Welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky, my friends. We are playing here with the 194th Infantry Division. Now, something very interesting has occurred. Well, I guess you could call it interesting, but somewhere, somehow north of us, we've gotten some reports of activity. And this activity is extremely concerning because it's of a military nature. Now, I don't know if there's a revolution or something like that, but there have been reports off the California coast of something like a Russian invasion. Sounds absolutely insane if you ask me, but we're going to send our boys out to have a look anyway. So this is, of course, a nice 194th Armored Brigade. We are I believe we're actually a National Guard force, if I'm not mistaken. Nonetheless, we're going to simply advance up the road here, up into the wilderness of Kentucky, and sort of see what's going on. Are we going to spot any enemies? Maybe some militias, wayward militias? We'll have to go ahead and find out. Welcome back, guys, again to some more Mobius Front. I am loving this one. It's a fun game. Again, very reminiscent in terms of aesthetics to Advance Wars of the 2000s. That being said, it is a Cold War game, and actually quite a complex Cold War game aside from that. So I am going to go ahead and hopefully we're going to have an interesting time here in that turn and get started on a mission here. This is actually one of many missions of the campaign. I'm not sure it's the first because I have played through the campaign quite a bit. Now there we go, guys. We have visual, and my God, guys, is that a Russian Federation flag on the side of that APC? It is. We need to land this damn helicopter and get these boys off. It's real, boys. It's real. You better get ready because the enemy is aware of you, and they are about to come and get you. I'm just going to make sure my boys are here in the woods, in the tree line, and of course, I also want to make sure we don't advance any farther. I'm kind of upset that I came this far. I didn't expect a damn tank column, and let's also get one of these anti-tank guided missiles right out here. Start setting that thing up next turn. As for the APC, I am tempted to go ahead and take a risk and try to get the boys over here. Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. I really hope they can't get here in time. Now, we do have an AT unit over here as well, so I'm going to move over here and try and drop the cargo off. I was hoping that I could drop it off like this turn. Evidently not. All right, guys, let's end the turn. Maybe this is just a terrible mistake. I mean, maybe these aren't Russian forces. It's just a training exercise. They're moving into position. Wait a minute. Holy hell! Our boys are taking shots, that's for sure. This is real, folks. Fire at all those targets post-haste. In fact, I was just going to get the hell out of here with this helicopter, but if I can fire that MG, I might take a shot. Give the boys a little bit of time. But that's not the right thing to do. Let's get out of here. Let's treat this like a proper tactical operation. The problem here as well is we cannot fire the Dragon ATGM until we set it up, and that's going to take some time. So I am going to fall back, believe it or not. We also have some Law rockets here, M72 Laws, but that, of course, is not going to take out a huge tank. Now, I can set up this anti-tank guided missile, and I believe this guy will have enough time to set up too. Unfortunately, not this turn. Nonetheless, he will have time to set up, and I'm going to fall back also with this particular vehicle. As for the APC, we should probably get the guys out now because the enemy is bearing down on us. So let's go ahead and do that. They're going to just have to run to their position. I don't like it any more than you do that they're out in the open, but it is what it is. I'm going to push this APC up into combat. I am not falling back with the APC. And hold on a second. Do we deploy anything? Not quite yet. We're going to have to wait just a bit. That's a lot of enemy forces. Not so sure we're going to be able to destroy them unless we are quite prepared. Look at that. Yeah, ATGM was chased down and killed. Some absolutely fantastic shots here by the enemy. Again, I want to have this thing set up. Boom. I want to get this baby out of here, and this time we can actually get out of here with the APC. Unfortunately, that tank is likely to spot him. Let's see. We're going to start moving with this unit this way. We're going to start moving with this unit this way. Try and catch the enemy off guard. I might even go after this APC with our infantry, or we could also try to just get behind their lines and take these points. You know what? Let's do that. Let's start heading behind their lines with this guy. I'm going to start moving up with him. And pretty soon here, we should actually be getting some reinforcements. There we go! Look at the damage the anti-tank guided missile did. I mean, just devastating against that tank. Unfortunately, we don't quite have enough to knock him out. I am going to go for a shot with the chopper, man. I was really hoping I'd get a shot this turn. Unfortunately, I cannot. But our forces are being overwhelmed here, and that APC is releasing his deadly cargo of infantry. I'd love to take that tank out, though. This would be a great way to stop these Soviet forces arriving. It's 1983, so it's not Russian Federation. I just realized, but it does seem the actual units seem a lot more RF than they do USSR. If I'm being honest with you. There we go. Some reinforcements are available. Fantastic. But before we do anything with those reinforcements, first of all, I want to make sure that tank is taken out. Oh, we are not even close. What about? Let's see. Yeah, the armor plating is too much. At least that's realistic. So we could try... All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to fire the Law at this tank. M72 Law. I think we're going to have to just go ahead and take it out with this fellow right there. Boom! I love the explosions, too. Really nicely done for essentially a pixel art game. And again, here, if we could only get closer, we could get a shot with the Law. But I'm going to fall back with that unit. And I do believe... That's right... We've still got that one hidden in the woods, and that was perfect for stopping that Soviet advance. Now, guys, we also have units to deploy. I'm going to take one of those Patton tanks. I am glad we've got them. In fact, I might take 2 of those Patton tanks if we can get them. If not, I'll settle for one of the armored units here. Another one of the Pattons. There we go. And I believe one more armored unit. Although, you know, we're going to make it an Iroquois helicopter. And we're going to try to sort of descend on the enemy from the north here and try and get behind their lines. I don't think I'm going to leave this position with the infantry, just because the enemy outnumbers us so badly here. So I'd rather not risk any damage. What we will do is send our chopper over here, provide some sort of support as much as we can. And I'll do the same with the Jeep. Just want to get him over here. All right. Let's see what these Soviets do. Well, they definitely spotted our infantry in the forest, that's for sure. We're going to go ahead and pop an M72 Law rocket. And that Law, despite being, you know, just a handheld weapon there, not an extremely advanced anti-tank weapon, pretty rudimentary, it is fantastic. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while to get these tanks into the fight. I was hoping we'd be able to get them out there under pressure pretty soon, but I don't think so. Next turn he's going to have some value. This turn, not so much. And again, I'm just hiding the APC. I'm really just trying to keep it out of the enemy's line of sight. I'm also going to swap here. There's no reason for us to have that ATGM out in front. Let's keep the infantry unit there. And perhaps even start advancing here to overwhelm the enemy. I feel like we have to. As deadly as it is, we've got to hit the enemy on both sides here. I wouldn't say we have them trapped because, you know, this is just such a strong enemy force. Look at all of those Soviets. Did not expect it to come to this, but it is definitely a war situation, boys and girls. Oh, damn. They keep falling back, trying to avoid our line of fire as well. Now, there we go. We should be able to get a nice, good old-fashioned shot on the anti-tank unit there. And, sure enough, I should also be able to get a shot with the Dragon. He's set up, isn't he? That's weird. So we're only getting the option to use the automatic rifle. I wonder why that is. We should be able to fire the Dragon. Maybe it's a simply one-shot deal. That would be pretty disappointing. I'm going to use the machine gun to, again, target the anti-tank group. That's really the one I'm most concerned about. And I'm just going to bring this APC sort of behind. We are eventually going to bring him in to assist, of course. But for now, I'm simply going to land with this chopper. And I am going to start dropping some infantry units out. Make sure that they arrive at the battle site quickly. And let's really focus our fire on the anti-tank units. The reason being, once these Bradleys actually make it to the front line, the enemy won't have anything to stop them. So that's the goal. Maybe we dig in with this guy too. Why not? And I sure would like to get one shot with a machine gun. Unfortunately, they are just out of our line of sight. And again, I'm still not moving these guys. Oh, I didn't realize. Just learned something. The APC has 2 tiles of fire. Good to know. A hard-fought fight. Let's make them pay for what they done. Here we go. First things first, anti-tank guided missile teams. And there we go. Fantastic with the heavy machine gun there on the APC. Just eliminated that group. I'm going to do the same here with the infantry squad. And once again, very strange why we can't fire that dragon. I guess it might just be, you know, once... Oh, there we go. We've used both shots. So just 2 shots per dragon. That's unfortunate. And again, all we can really do here is, for the most part, use the machine gun against the enemy. So what I'm going to have to do is sort of form a gap here, if that makes sense. I'd love to be able to get a shot on that unit, but evidently it's just not going to happen. Yep, going to put another unit here. And the ATGM team as well. I sort of wish we could set them up this turn. We're just going to continue deeper into the woods. I mean, I reckon there's no point in getting killed, right? If we can help it, let's avoid getting killed. Beautiful. Trying to get a heat round off. And a nice shot. I think that's sufficient, dropping off this infantry unit to just kind of hold out against any oncoming Soviets. I don't want to be in range of that tank, so let's progress forward. I'm feeling pretty strong, I have to say, with this advance. Of course, I would love to be in a position where I could be, you know, have armored units, tanks pushing forward eastwards, no enemy resistance. But I think all things considered, we're doing okay. So let's just get back into skies. There we go, and end that turn. You can see that sometimes that tree cover will allow you to avoid damage, which is just tremendous. It always depends in this sort of a situation. Ah, damn. Alright. I knew I could wipe him out instantly. Opted to do just that. So I'm going to go ahead and help our boys out. Take out that APC, or at least start taking out that APC. They've been pretty good with the reactive armor against the tank. Like, they've actually done a tremendous amount of damage here. So let's do this. We go boom. And I'm going to keep pushing for that forest location. So no matter what the enemy does, I'm going to keep fighting for the woods here. Sure, that unit is not going to survive until next turn. It's really unfortunate. That being said, I'm going to remain there with the armor, take out any of the enemy armor that's advancing on us, and I'm going to push forward with our own infantry. We're going to be as aggressive about this as possible. Look at this. I'm even putting the Jeep in harm's way intentionally to draw fire away from these forces. Put this guy out there. I should have dropped them earlier, but I thought we could get a little bit closer before we had to come into contact with the enemy. And you know what? We are going to get into range of this unit because we can use a law against it next turn. If we both fire our laws, I'm pretty sure we pop that APC. They did finally take that central woods area. I mean, after so much fighting over there, it was only a matter of time. But we're going to take it back, that's for sure. That's a promise. Waste them, boys. Open fire. Eliminated that squad. That's the kind of work we need done. How great would it be to get some artillery right now? So actually, I'm going to focus fire on this unit only because he's kind of out here alone, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wipe him out. And there we go. That is another infantry unit destroyed. Let's try and hit that APC before he can drop anything. And that's assuming that he even has infantry still inside. He might not. But we're still going to advance towards the zone. As you can see, we are about to reach that zone, as a matter of fact. Oh boy. It's a difficult position. We're going to have to move back, unfortunately. So we'll move back with the tank. At the same time, I will provide some machine gun fire there. And heck, if we could reach that unit with this one, I'd even support him with some machine gun fire from the helicopter, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, although I do feel like we have a really solid line here. And of course, the units behind the enemy forces, we're going to have to capture these Russian units and find out what the hell is going on. And like I said, they look way more like Russian units than they do Soviet units. Let's be honest here. Here we go. Well, Mission Command has just come through, and it is absolutely extremely important here for us to retake that location and retake it quickly. It's merely a cause of principle here. Having that unit right there on that spot makes us look real bad, so we're going to take them down under any circumstances, and that means firing like hell until he is dead. And there we go, he is gone. We're also going to deal with this guy, and I reckon we can go ahead and risk just firing into the tree line again to eliminate that target from ever being a threat again. We'll also, rightly so, capture this location. Unfortunately, this guy is going to be a problem. In the meantime, I'm going to set up our anti-tank guided missile in preparation for that APC arriving, and I'm going to be advancing from the north here. I don't want to get in the APC's way. That's the only problem. So I might actually stay put here. Should we set this fellow up? Let's wait just a little bit. I'm going to push this guy back. There's no need for him to get shot. And let's start moving forward with that team as well. They're also not going to be of much use against tanks because of the fact that they already expelled those rounds. Now, look what we can do, though. We can grab that, although putting our unit in a lot of danger by doing it. So I'm not going to risk it. I will, however, start advancing with this guy that's just a little bit stronger. Damn good shot. That's what I was worried about. At least they were kind enough not to roll over the spot. So let's simply get there in the tree line. They're going to get a good shot next turn, but we will be able to overwhelm them entirely with several units. I'll even get this guy closer to the tree line. Let's see what else we want to do here. And we're going to capture that location. It looks like 2 more locations to capture, guys, so I'm going to proceed up the road. Tell you, I don't know what these damn Soviets were thinking. We're going to put ourselves in harm's way to take a shot, huh? I don't think so. I think I'd rather move over here and take a shot at that gosh darn APC. One more shot, and of course he is dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I am going to put myself in harm's way just to take the shot there, and wow, we actually missed. Just goes to show you, it can happen, guys. It can happen to the best of us. And I like that element in Mobius Front. It's not always going to be a hit. It's not like an exact science. There's always that chance of, you know, things not working as planned. Got to give it to him. That armor team, anti-armor team, I should say, did a very good job there, just hitting our tank. The reactive armor did not protect him, and he is hurting. He's limping along. That being said, I think we're going to be just fine. In fact, I'm going to try. Not sure if I can move and fire. Nope. I'm going to try to get out there and take a shot. However, we can probably move up here and take a shot. So let's do that. Again, reactive armor actually coming in very, very handy for the enemy there. I'm going to stay right on the outside of the tree line here. Of course, they're going to get better shots, but the idea here is to sort of wear them out over time, and I think that's exactly what is happening here. In fact, we're even going to embark on the back of that tank with our infantry squad, drive right up to the location, and drop our boys off. This is America. We ain't going to accept this sort of disrespect. Here we go. I knew it was only a matter of time. Keep on pushing up. I don't want this guy to get killed, so we are going to move. I could have simply embarked him there, actually. But instead, we are going to proceed forth. And from what I can tell, guys, it's looking not so bad here. In fact, I'm even feeling comfortable to land the chopper and go ahead and embark with these units. I really hate that we have to deal with that APC still, but he is going to be a problem for a little while. Going to get into the tree line there with the rest of the enemy. And there you go. They got the Jeep. I mean, they were dead set on knocking that Jeep out. They're going to have to pick and choose. Here's what I will do. Simply go over here. Could even wait a turn or two. But if they're going to go after my unit, I'm going to eliminate that anti-tank unit this or next turn. Thank God for that reactive armor. It actually protected us from the shot. And, you know, I'm going to let this guy do the coup de grace. Get the return fire there, get rid of the reactive armor. And with just small arms fire, nope, it's not going to be enough. We are going to need a missile for sure. I like that. So again, even mechanized units, much like tanks, you're going to need that AT capability. That being said, we've wiped the enemy out there. I believe we are going to continue moving forward here. But let's go ahead and drop off the infantry. Just hoping, thank goodness, there are no enemies waiting for us. Because we're going to need to land and drop off the rest of the men. We're just rolling on through with the tanks. I'd love nothing more than to take out that unit, but I can wait. It was only a matter of time. We're going to keep hitting them with small arms fire. Eventually, it will ping through. They do have that reactive armor. We need 2 shots, essentially. But we're not going to worry too much about it. Hoping that just by capturing that zone, we have completed the mission, thank goodness. And we can continue the story.
Hey, you guys seeing what I'm seeing here?
Too many questions, Grail. Yeah, those are U.S. Army.
They did look different. I told you they weren't Soviet.
They're using our own equipment against us.
Attack from the inside. Always knew it was gonna go this way. The Russians got cells in every city. We put our guys in Germany and now they pop up here. Middle of the country. God damn it. How did we let this happen? Don't know. Don't care. Long as I can shoot more Ivans, I'm good.
Not sure that's what we're doing, boss.
Neither am I, guys. But if you enjoyed that mission and you want to see more, please do hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. I really, really do appreciate it. I've been loving this game, so I hope you will check out the next one. I guess that is Mission 4. Well, time to go to Mission 5 next. Take care, folks.